Howdy, Immortalium here. I'm actually in front of my computer this time because I just wanted to have a discussion on the state of anime in the UK region. I come from Ireland, but you know, if someone's released in the UK, then it's released over here. So, you know, I want to discuss it. So, I was just checking out all the anime, the website, which, you know, is a website of Anime Limited, who are releasing the Blu-ray versions of Cowboy Bebop, and they're releasing the DVD version of Outlaw Star and all that jazz. And they do this thing called, basically, it's just a monthly thing where they show, like, you know, the ratings of the anime in the UK, and they don't actually give figures per se. You know, it's like done in like 1 to 10 for overall and for the new releases. But then they give, you know, notes of interest at the end, and some of these can be a bit, you know, troubling in my opinion. So I've been meaning to do this for a while. I felt, you know, this time that I had to really discuss it, because of something in particular that shocked me. So it's split up into overall and new releases, with the new releases being the ones that were released during the month. And actually, considering this month, it wasn't bad actually. You know, they sold relatively well, but that's as part of that industry. Now, if you want to know the actual figures, the top new release, which was also the top overall release, so overall, the biggest selling anime in the month of June was High School of the Dead. They re-released it with the Drifters of the Dead stuff, so, you know, that's understandable. But do you know how much it was? You know, how many copies it's moved? A little over 2,000. Now, 2,000 copies, that's, like, really, when I first got into this industry, I expected that to be, like, the one for number 10. You know? And, like, that boggles the mind to me. I mean, how many otaku are there in all of the UK and Ireland? Like, that just shocks me. And that, but to me, it becomes even more shocking once you get down to number 10. Number 10 of the new releases was Last Exile, Collection 1, Last Exile being a classic and well received and all that jazz. It says here that Last Exile, which was number 10, sold just, and plus new release, just under 200 copies. I mean, God. Now, I just need to check if that's near the end of the month, because it might have had, you know, High School of the Dead obviously had the advantage that it was released at the end of May, so you had all of June there. But even if that was the case, you know, that's shocking, I think. Let me just... 17th of June, so it had half a month, and it sold 200 copies. I mean, how did they stay in business with sales figures like this? And I know it's like, you know, you might say, oh, maybe it's like that in other countries as well. Now, when I go on, there's a website called The Numbers, which, you know, track US DVDs and Blu-ray sales. Now, they generally just track the ones that are on the chart, you know, so if it doesn't reach the chart, it doesn't get tracked. And, you know, that's top 20. And, you know, if that's the case, you know, that means most anime and manga, well, most anime don't make it. So, but I think, if I recall correctly, Evangelion made it once, and so they kept track of that. Now, listen to this now. It sold, in its first week, which was 2011, so it was still during the recession, in case you're going, oh hey, 36,000 copies on DVD, with, you know, no tracking for the Blu-ray because they hadn't introduced that yet. 36,000. Now, like, that's colossal. I mean, America has this, you know, a population of about 300 million, whereas the UK has about 60 million. So you would expect just, you know, okay, it's a fifth. So, you know, what's a fifth of 36,000? You know, that's what is it now? It's pretty close to 7,000, I think. But God, I mean, it boggles my mind just that the anime industry is alive at all in the UK. I listen to manga podcasts as well, and you know, some of the stuff they say in it is so depressing. I mean, I listen to it sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, how does this even live? How do they keep going? And really, the only reason I'd say that the anime industry is alive at all is because of Madman. Now, that's Madman Entertainment, not Mad Men, the TV show. Madman Entertainment, who they release anime in Australia. Now, because they're both PAL, so like we're PAL and they're PAL, you know, that's the TV thing. Basically, when Madman author a DVD, they then sell it on, the author, over to the, you know, Manga Entertainment over in the UK. So Manga Entertainment don't, you know, author the DVDs themselves. They're buying the author off someone else and it saves them money. That's the only reason, I would say, that the anime industry is alive at all. If they had to order the stuff themselves, I would say, you know, we wouldn't have anything, basically. Just maybe a couple of the popular ones, but the whole industry would probably collapse. That's what I'm thinking. And, you know, it's not for lack of, you know, viewers of otaku. I was over in those Comic-Cons and I saw the amount of people who, you know, came dressed up in cosplay, who attended that Manga Entertainment panel, you know. It has a massive audience, and really I think the biggest reason that this industry is in crisis, in my opinion, is piracy. Now, piracy is rampant, and until people cop on and actually realize that this is hurting the industry, you know, it's not gonna survive. In the Manga UK podcast, at one point they said if every person who pirated, in the UK contributed about €1. Well, they said like 80 pence, but that's about €1, I think. Then, you know, the industry would be 10 times larger. 10 times at that small cost. I mean, oh God, it makes me kind of depressed at points. And this is turning into a rant. So basically, what is the summary of this rant? Basically, keep track of the sales, in my opinion. You know, if you want the website, it's called alltheanime.com, and it's run by Anime Limited, who are releasing, you know, Cowboy Bebop and all that jazz. So they're a genuine company. You know, you get great information from it, and also for anyone who pirates, who watches this, you know, particularly if you're in the UK, but if you're in other countries, like, okay, maybe it's pricey, but can I just offer the idea, maybe if just once a month you buy like your favorite anime released in that month, and you know, that might help keep the industry alive. So yeah, so that's basically my rant on the UK anime industry. Not sure how educational it was, but I've been meaning to get out of myself. This is kind of like a confession in a sense. And hopefully it enlightened you. It might make some kind of difference. You know, I really do want to help make a difference, but it's difficult sometimes to figure out how to help. So yeah. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and bye bye.